mean, all that venom. Was there really any need for all that venom?
Let her act like that on the stand. Everyone will see it for what it is.
What's happened to those little yogurts?
And you didn't have to go blabbing about this witness, David, rubbing a face in it.
Like a red rag to a bull.
Yeah, well, of course everything would be my fault, wouldn't it? Where are they?
They maybe want to hurl those things. They're for kids.
On second thought, you'd think she'd be relieved, wouldn't you? I mean, she'd much prefer to think that he died in an accident than think he was murdered.
If she hadn't been lied to repeatedly, I'm sure she would.
Yeah, thank you. Is your girlfriend eating them?
I don't know, is yours? Tina will show herself up, so will Tracy, and then we'll know the truth.
If it even goes to trial.
If it even goes to trial.
Yeah, well, I've got to go and open up the shops. David, would you hurry up and get dressed, please? We've got the Renshaw twins at 9. Bye, sweetheart.
See you later, Gran. Come on, get your head out of that fridge. You got the Renshaw twins at 9. What's it like, life in the fast lane, eh?
Okay, you lot. We have about 2 hours to finish this off, so I need you to sew like your lives depend on it, which in a funny way, they do.
Oh, the machine's working.
No, Kurt, we're mining. There's plenty there to be getting on with. Well, come on, move. 2 minutes late.
I've run out of toothpaste. I had to go to Deb's.
Did anybody else think that electrician looked like Lionel Blair?
Oh, I thought he looked like Denzel Washington. Oh, yeah. How could he look like both of them when the two of them look nothing like each other?
Julie, don't encourage him. Come on. Sew.
Show me the ropes. He's barely shown me how to switch on the computer.
I'm sure it'll all be straightforward enough.
What's an each-way bet?
Beg your pardon?
Well, if somebody asks me for an each-way bet, what do I do?
Well, Peter will explain it all.
He gets so impatient with me sometimes.
Leanne will then. I mean, they're not just going to leave you in the lurch, are they?
Does he ever get people making bets on, I don't know, whether it's going to be a white Christmas or the result of the X Factor?
I don't know.
Well, who works out the odds? Would I have to do it?
Very much doubt it.
Haven't I got enough on me plate today without all this?
Well, you're the one who volunteered, love. Anyway, take your mind off the trial.
Oh, nothing is taking my mind off the trial. Do you know, I'd have knocked these on the head years ago if it hadn't been for Tracy.
Well, in that case, it's a shame that Tracy knocked Charlie Stubbs on the head.
Is that meant to be a joke?
Wish it was.
Does this look all right? Well, it's not too formal, is it?
Ooh, remember, we're dropping in to see Audrey.
Well, yeah, for all the good it'll do.
Our mother? Yeah, well, the witness that came forward. So who do I ring?
It's just being packed as we speak. The girls are just finishing off.
It's a bit last minute, isn't it? I was hoping to start shipping this afternoon. You said you could manage.
Oh, no. There's just been a little problem with the roof, that's all. How's Lynette?
Lynette? She's misery itself.
Oh, dear.
How are you coping, anyway? Must be hard not having Tony around.
He's a convicted murderer, Boyd. It's bliss not having him around.
Did you ever go and see him?
Well, he sent me a visiting order last month, as it happens. I ripped it into 1,000 pieces. He did have another woman after I left him, you know.
How's the invoice looking, Mr. Rickson?
How's the line looking?
Nearly there.
Well, ditto that.
Bye, Mrs. Payne.
Oh, bye, Mrs. Payne.
Oh, thank heavens for a cake break. Lovely.
What was with all the animosity this morning? Don't you get on with Renshaw twins?
Oh, no. David booked them all in at the same time by accident. No, it's a long-standing feud. Apparently, they went on a caravan holiday together some years ago.
Actually, I did it on purpose. I were hoping it'd kick off.
Oh, David! Oh.
Who were you talking to before?
I phoned the police, if you must know.
Why?
See how things stood.
And?
Oh. Well, they told me to phone witness care, but I couldn't get through. The trial's still going ahead, by the sounds of it anyway. To be honest, you know, I felt I was being given the brush off.
You do think this witness is genuine, though, don't you?
Well, why shouldn't you be?
Well, you get these nutters sometimes walking into police stations, owning up to all sorts. They like the attention, don't they?
Yeah, Yeah, but if they were happy enough to notify Gail's solicitor, though.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an eyewitness. Cast iron alibi.
Is it, though?
Yeah. It's not a matter of owning up to something, is it? Because it's an independent third-party cleaner who says she saw me mum getting off that boat.
Audrey, you don't look convinced.
You've been avoiding me?
Been on a factory roof all day.
Thought you were avoiding me.
No.
Do you think I overreacted?
What, last night?
What do you think I'm talking about?
Well, I don't know what to make of it, Tina.
So you have been avoiding me?
Well, I probably feel different. It was in your shoes.
I didn't get any sleep last night. When I finally managed an hour or so this morning, I had this dream. We were all there in the courtroom and they called for this new witness. Guess who walked in?
Buzz Lightyear?
You trying to be funny?
Well, no, you said it was a dream and mad things happen in dreams.
Yeah, it was my dad. And I was so happy to see him. And he was so happy to see me. And we were trying to get to each other, but everyone was stopping us, and he was calling out my name, and I was calling out his name. And then I woke up. I was crying.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said Buzz Lightyear.
Coffee's terrific in this place.
Well, nice, innit? Are you Mr. Rickson?
Call me Boyd.
I'm Mr. Sutherland. Call me Kirk.
Where's a name like Kirk come from, do you know?
My parents gave it me.
Means church. If you think of it like that, it's a funny thing to call a child, isn't it?
Church? That's my real name.
Church Sutherland.
And what does Boyd mean?
Mind your own business. What are these, Church?
The knickers, Mr. Rickson. Pants. This is all your order.
Nick, can I have a word?
Oh, again?
Did no one teach you to knock?
Is this about those yogurts?
It's urgent.
Would I storm into the salon while you're in the middle of a perm?
No.
Soft lad, did you say Eddie Windass could wear the old pair of leather driving gloves?
Well, I was constantly moving him from place to place. We're doing me head in.
Have you seen what he looks like? He's wearing them with his vest. Is that any way to advertise our business? What? Has she seen me? I don't know. Why? Because I would never have worn this top if I knew I was going to bump into her. I was on the verge of throwing it out, but it was a hen, so I couldn't.
Wouldn't it perm and change?
Really?
Yeah, I won't say anything.
2 minutes. Is this insane?
Look, do you want this woman or not?
Was that Lloyd?
Yeah, it's just it turned to change his shirt. He didn't want you to see him in that one.
What?
You're a bad, bad man.
Gran's phoned the police about the witness. What? They're playing the old no comment thing, but now she's trying to get hold of Mum's solicitor.
I knew this would happen. I told you, didn't I?
Don't pass the blame on to me.
Whose idea was it?
Yeah, who put the money up?
The girl wouldn't say anything about us, though, would she?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let me have a think about that, seeing as I know her so well.
Shut up, David. Shut up.
Look, she's giving her evidence, yes, so they must be taking it seriously.
The police want to speak to her again, though. I mean, this is a murder charge. We paid someone to lie, David.
But it's not lying, is it? Mum wasn't on that boat.
The girl wasn't either.
How can it be a lie if it's true? Anyway, whether the girl was there or not, it doesn't matter. We only did it because we were forced into doing it.
Look, I'm going to go back to work. So should you. Don't look panicked. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it.
Oh, well, that's easy for you to say, innit? You ain't got to work with Gran. Or your girlfriend, who, by the way, is egging her on.
Look, just say a prayer for Mum, because that's what we need now. Divine intervention.
The body of Christ.
Amen.
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 The body of Christ. Amen.
Where's the bow?
I beg your pardon?
The bow.
What bow?
Look at the design.
What, you don't like them?
The piping's all to cock and the bow's missing.
I'm really sorry, boy. We've been way up against it.
I've got literally hundreds of customers waiting to receive these. They look like Mr. Silly's house.
Well...
What's going on?
I'm sorry. You can rip that invoice up.
Oh, no, wait!
I'm fed up waiting.
We'll redo him.
I ain't got time for this. I'm sorry, I'm taking the business elsewhere.
What's wrong? The elastic was top of the range, I promise you.
Tony would have left the bows off.
What? Tony would have put bells on. Don't go giving me that.
Mr. Rickson! Mr. Rickson!
Have you got an appointment?
We just wanted a quick word with Audrey.
Hi. We're not going to stop long. Peter's offered me some shifts at the bookies.
Really?
Yeah, I started today. It's quite fun, actually. I mean, you'll be used to the conversation, but for the town hall, it was a really small office that I worked in. There was just me and Ruth's secretary, Jill, and occasionally Mrs. Corns.
Yeah,
before she
perhaps we could
retired.
cut to the chase, love.
Right. We were just wondering if you would like to call round at ours later on.
Yeah, for a cup of tea and a chat. You know, about, what's happening?
Well, I don't think that's a good idea, really, do you?
Well, we just thought you might be civil enough to want to talk it through.
Talk what through? The fact that your Trace is a scheming liar who's made all this up for God knows what reason. Whatever she hopes to get out of this, Deirdre, I hope it's worth it, because there's a family being destroyed over here.
Well, join the club.
Come on, love. Let's leave it at that.
Have you heard about the witness?
What?
How was communion?
Heavenly. How was the library?
Quiet. He was right where he said it'd be. Behind Martin Chuzzlewit.
You won't regret this, Robbie, I promise you. There'll be plenty of money in the safe.
Good. I don't want to be waiting around for it. It starts in September, my lad.
What is it he's doing again?
PE. Loughborough.
PE at university.
Something like that, anyway. Still, it's better than I ever managed.
You'll get the money, and you'll get your boy through college.
How'd you get it past the screws?
I said nothing and smiled. Don't I just look the picture of innocence?
Yeah. Like a SIM card wouldn't melt in your mouth. What's the deal with this one?
She's a pole dancer.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Is Lloyd in there? Lloyd wants to be in there. Lloyd isn't in there yet.
What you give to be that pole, eh?
Well, what do you give to be that pole?
Give your right arm.
More the same, gentlemen, please.
How's it going over there?
I don't really know. I told a joke, but I bungled a punchline.
I she'll find it endearing. What's she doing in here, anyway?
Apart from sniffing around your good self,
She's meeting Leanne for lunch.
your man says she's a pole dancer.
She's a lovely girl, and you keep your twinkly little eyes off her, all right?
Well then, here's a motley crew. Pint of bitter and a whiskey chaser, is it, Peter?
Very funny. I'll get these.
All right.
Bad man.
I'll have an orange juice, mate, and a white wine for Lee, please.
Do you know you're double dating here, don't you?
Oh, shut up. All right. Is that right?
Simon's over there now. We've given him the day off school. We told him any bets over £1,000, just come and get us.
You ever thought of doing stand-up?
No, Deirdre, Peter's stepmom, she's there. It's the first shift, actually, and to be honest, she's been a right pain in the backside.
Well, go forth and conquer.
Yeah. Pity about the shirt, though, eh?
What? There was the design, Hayley, and then there were these.
Yeah, what happened in between in the actual sewing bit? Oh, no. No, we're only asking you what went wrong.
Oh, don't worry. It's only the second contract in 2 days we managed to lose.
I don't know what happened. Hey, like, it's a bit of piping in a bowl. It's not worth getting in a tiz about.
Oh, it's only £11,000 down the drain, but hey, it's not about the money.
Yes, it is about the money, but it's not Haley's fault.
I thought that Mr. Tilsley said that the elastic...
Don't worry about the elastic. The elastic wasn't the problem.
Look, we didn't want Rickson as a client anyway. I think he wears these pants at home. That's why he got so upset.
Why don't we buy the entire stuff for Ferrari?
Come on, it's all right. It's all right. Come on, Haley. I've only got limited sympathy, you know that. Please stop crying.
It's not just the pants.
No, it's the bras and bodices as well.
It's right.
What?
Yeah, he wants to call it fair miles. The idea being that every time he's arrived in one of our cabs, the driver would write down the mileage on their own little card.
Wow, your little card.
So every time you did 1,000 miles, you got 10 miles free.
1,000 miles? Who's going to clock up 1,000 miles in a street cab car?
Well, that's what I said. I said it was too high. Although he reckoned that Emily Bishop was in with the shout. Talked him out of it in the end, though. We come up with loads of mad things in our time.
What's the maddest thing anyone's ever left in your cab?
What, apart from your mobile phone?
So what about you, then? Still got your eye on my cast-offs?
Michelle? Nah, too high maintenance.
Aye. Worth the wait and tin, Kieran. Worth the wait and tin.
She told me about that time you went to Malta. You kissed the bloke.
Bit of African.
I bet it is.
Folks been playing up for a while, actually, have you noticed?
You're blushing, Stephen.
Is there any more work in the pipeline? There's always work in the pipeline.
Where is this pipeline?
Sean.
And is said work going to start soon?
We're chasing contracts all the time.
Do you ever catch him? Very good, I like this one.
Oh, isn't it nice? She's confident.
We do sometimes catch them, is a yes.
But there's nothing right now, though, is there? I mean, can you just please be honest with us this time?
No, there's nothing doing just this minute. We've made one monumental cock-up. It doesn't matter who's to blame, but between us all, we've lost a very lucrative and ongoing client.
So are you going to send us home, or did we just sit here doing noughts and crosses?
No, you can go on. And you can stay on. Just give us a chance to get this roof fixed and, hopefully, pull in some work.
Call it 2 weeks. Or as I like to say, a fortnight. Also, we'll have to defer payment of your wages.
What does that mean?
It means we're not going to get paid.
Well, I told Ashley I'd be out by the end of the week. I need money to pay rent. I'm looking for somewhere to live.
You got more time to house hunt then, haven't you?
Is this what I left Fresh goes for?
You could always go back there.
Not after the mouthful I gave him.
We can imagine.
Look, you'll get paid as soon as possible, with bonuses. All we ask is you bear with us. You know, in the short time I've been here, I've got a real sense of your loyalty to each other and the business.
You can't feed this lot of guff like that. He'll learn. Go on, Scarpa.
Right, I better get back to the bookies, see if it's still standing.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I'll ring you later.
See you later, Pop.
Yeah, see you later, kid.
Bye, love.
Can I talk you into one more?
I'd love to, but I'd better not. I'm late for something.
No problem.
You wouldn't have a cab free?
You're looking at him.
We could have paid them with the money from the safe, you know.
I thought the money should go towards the roof.
Oh, and you came here, you said you had all these connections, but I'm beginning to think you don't know the rag trade at all. Plus, it was your job to oversee that order, and you know it.
My mum is on trial for murder.
Oh, boo-hoo. When we're in here, we fret about women's underwear. When we're out there, we can fret about the rest.
You're the one who agreed to up the order under pressure as it was.
Yeah, well, if you were at yesterday's meeting, we might not have lost that one and all.
Yeah, I'm sure we wouldn't have if your bin man boyfriend hadn't stuck his beak in.
Don't call him the bin man. He's better at his job than you'll ever be at yours.
I mean, anyone can do his job. You pick up the bin, you empty it.
Look, we've got 2 weeks to rustle up some work. Or a fortnight, as you like to call it. So please, at long last, impress me. Oh, and what was all this about the elastic? Brian Dolman, how the devil are you? Yeah, Scarlett Connor. I really enjoyed that one.
Man, so did I.
No. Sorry, that wasn't meant to be, you know.
Sorry, I thought it was.
I hope I haven't led you on, but it wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, I disagree, like, but, you know, fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. You know, just shut up. I feel stupid enough as it is.
How much was this?
It wasn't a fare, it was a lift.
Oh, don't be daft.
Oh, look, I insist. Now, go on. Leave me with my shame.
Thank you, Lloyd.
See you around, eh?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Tony.
Yeah. Give my love to the flowers and the birds and any little babbling brooks you might come across.
I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, give us a ring. Maybe we can meet up sometime.
All right, come on, break it up now. Yeah, I'll do that. I hope the next 15 years goes like that.
They will.
And we're back in Coronation Street at 8:30.